I love chocolate. I love everything about it. I love the taste, I love the smell, I love the creative outlet it brings. Some artists choose paints, and our artistic medium of choice happens to be chocolate. Chocolate making to me is mixing the senses. It's tactile, it's physical, it's creative, it's emotional, it's relationship based. It's a currency in itself. KOKOPOD products really hero the core ingredient. Generally it's Australian or something local, and we pair it with some European chocolates that have notes that will really profile and enhance the uniqueness and the flavour of the Australian ingredient. I'm really passionate about using Australian. I'm really passionate about showcasing what we have on our doorstep. I started making chocolate when I was on maternity leave from my primary teaching job. It was a creative outlet for me. It was something that I had yearned for, having now left the creativity of the classroom. For the first few years at KOKOPOD, it was all just me. It was branding, presentation, market, selling, trialing, creating. It was a solo show. However, after we began to pick up some wholesale customers after the markets and events that we had done, that's when I decided and saw that this business has some legs. It all starts with identifying a single ingredient. What does it taste like? What does it smell like? What sort of the elements of it need to be enhanced? And then we work out what chocolate would best complement it. It's really a matter of blending art and science together to profile that unique Australian ingredient. I eat chocolate every day. I eat it because I love to, I eat it because I have to, I eat it as a food group. The taste, the texture, the elements within chocolate, we have to constantly try as we make something to make sure it's consistent. As a team, we try everything that we make constantly, just like the chef has to try the soup. By far my favourite product that we've made to date are the caramelised macadamias, or we call them mac nuts. We take a whole macadamia, it's roasted, we then caramelise it, putting a thin layer of toffee around it and inspecting each nut by hand to check that the toffee is nice and even. We put it in a machine called a panding machine, where we add layers and layers and layers of chocolate around it, and sometimes some cocoa dust or sometimes some visual edible dust, so to speak. And we make sure it's the perfect size that we want it to be before we produce it out into jars. It's a hero product, it's one of the best, and it's one of the originals. I love working with macadamias. They have texture, they have flavour, they have shape. They really are something special and unique. The fact that they're Australian, and so are we, it just works.